Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah Nichols. I'm a loan officer. My NMLS number is 2416139. I wanted to come on and hop on and do a quick video on FHA loans. FHA loans stands for Federal Housing Administration Loans. It's a great loan for first-time home buyers, but you don't have to be a first-time home buyer to go ahead and qualify for the FHA loans. They are backed by the government and they have more flexibility with the eligibility. So a lot of people like them if you have some trouble with your credit score, or like I said, if you're a first-time home buyer, because they give you more wiggle room with your DTI. Now I call it's a word that we use, DTI, in the mortgage business, and it's the debt to income ratio. And what your debt to income ratio is, all your bills that you pay, not your personal bills like car loan, credit card, personal loan, student loans, different loans like that. We use that as your debt, and also with a mortgage payment, which makes up your debt to income ratio. So talking about the FHA loan, now if your credit score is 580 or above, for the down payment, they will want you to put down at least 3.5% of whatever the home costs as a down payment. Now, we do understand that they have different down payment assistance programs. So definitely people, as you speak with a lender, or as you talk to me about being qualified for a loan, we're going to go ahead and see if you have a down payment. If not, we can look into down payment assistance that can help you with the funds to put down. Like I said, with FHA, they flexible. Even you can use, if someone is willing to give you a gift, who's a close relative, a mother, father, sister, brother, someone close to you is willing to give you a gift to kind of help you with the down payment because they love you and they want to see you buy a home, so they're willing to give you a gift. Now, if your credit score is from 500 to 579, you're going to have to put down more money for the down payment, which is 10% because of the lower credit score. All right, so you have the down payment money. We're going to try to do the down payment assistance program, see if you can have a gift. Some people use their 401ks or 403b if that's the type of retirement program that your job offers. So sometimes we can use some of those funds for the down payment, and sometimes with the closing costs. We already talked about the debt to income ratio. Okay, now with the FHA, you do have to pay, we call it the MIP, which is the mortgage insurance premium. So with the FHA loan, you have to pay extra for mortgage insurance, at least a year of mortgage insurance up front. It's just something that FHA requires for you to pay, and you have to pay that each month, and it's going to be included with your mortgage payment. So you do have to have the mortgage insurance, and that mortgage insurance premium is about 2.25 of the loan value of the purchase price. Now, it can be paid in cash, or you can roll that into your loan. Okay, so don't be afraid of the mortgage insurance premium. Me as a loan officer, or whoever you choose as a loan officer, just make sure they can tell you these things, kind of teach you so you can feel comfortable and you know what's going on, because knowledge is power. So if you can understand it and you feel comfortable and can trust that person, and that person is willing to teach you, if you have any questions, they're willing to kind of show you and kind of walk through the process with you. Because me as a loan officer, I know it can be quite overwhelming. It's a lot of things that goes into purchasing of a home, and you want to have someone who can teach you and kind of walk you through it. And no question that you have is not a good question. If you don't know and you want to know, just ask the question and they should be able to tell you, and it takes some time. A lot of times with me, surely with other loan officers, I'm not sure, but I like to go through the whole process with you so you can kind of know the step by step so you can have ease. I know at times it's going to be, we call it time of the essence. So that means that we kind of want you to get us what we need so the process can go through, because you know you have a certain time frame that you want to purchase the home. So we want to make sure we have everything done so we can get it clear and ready to close. So when that day come for you to sign the paper and for you to get your keys, we want you to be ready. So I kind of go through the whole process so you can feel at ease, always asking questions. Now with the FHA and even with the other loan, conventional USDA, we have different loans that we offer, but being that we're talking about the FHA today, home has to have an appraisal where it's going to undergo an appraiser going through the home so they can get the value that they think the home is worth. They're going to be looking at comparables in that area, in the area where you want to purchase it, with some of the same different things like the same amount of bedrooms, bathrooms, and if it's not the same, they either decrease it if you don't have the same bedrooms or bathrooms, or they'll increase it if you have more than the comparable. And once you get the appraisal, now with FHA, they have government standards. So they want health and safety. Okay, so they're going to be looking for these things. Once you have the appraisal, it's going to write out all the different areas of the home and kind of give you an idea of what's going on in that home and why they figure this is the amount that is going to be of value for this particular home. Now, being that we're talking about health and safety, I remember one client I was helping. She had a high credit score, but she wanted to do FHA. So don't let anyone make you think that, it's a lower program, FHA. Not true. You can have a high credit score, because she had over 750 credit score and she decided to go with the FHA. And now with that particular home, there was one thing that they found that absolutely had to be fixed in order for FHA to approve that appraisal. And it's with the garage, it needed a little painting because it had chip paint. So these are the different safety and health things. We can't have nothing chipped just in case a child or something happened where that chip paint is eaten or mistakenly, whatever you do with chip paint. So they're going to want to make sure it's safe for you to have that paint. So they had to scrape it and then had to repaint it. And it was the homeowner that went on ahead and took care of that. So it is different things that might come up that FHA is going to require as a condition that it gets fixed by the lender, or someone has to fix, not by the lender, by the homeowner, someone has to fix it so it can meet that condition so we can go ahead and get cleared from all conditions from that appraisal. Now with FHA, you have to move into the home. They want the borrower to have this as a primary residence. So with the FHA, usually you're paying a little lower interest rate. And like I said, you have different ways to get assistance with down payment. You can also have the seller help you with the closing costs. So it's a great time to buy now. Even though the interest rate is a little higher, we still have it where sellers are willing to help you, and you're not paying way over the listing price like you did before, when it was more of a seller's market where people were just paying so much more than what the house is worth. Because if it's at appraised, let's just say if the house is appraised at $500,000 and you decide that, we get in a bidding war like we did before, get in a bidding war, and you're willing to pay $560,000. That means the house is worth $500,000 according to the appraisal, and that's as much as a lender is gonna be willing to lend you. You would have to come up with the extra $60,000 to put down. Now, I was just giving that as an example. You don't have to buy a house of $500,000. You want to be comfortable at whatever payment amount that you're willing to pay. So that's something that you have to be thinking about when you're getting ready to purchase. What is a good payment amount that I feel comfortable with? And you let the loan officer know, so they'll be mindful of that and what payment that you're wanting to set at. And once they get that payment amount, they can kind of give you an estimate of how much house you can maybe qualify for. You have to go through the qualification process. Some people think that just because you have the down payment, that's all you need. There is closing costs and other costs involved in it. So I would just say start saving now. Start looking into different down payment assistance, trying to make sure you get the best credit score you can, because the higher the credit score, the better interest rate you're going to get. And usually that's because if your credit score is high, it's a good likely chance that you've paid your bills on time, or you made sure that what you do have, you have low ratios on how much you spend on your credit card. So you're just very mindful. So that helps a lender know that you're going to be mindful in making a payment and that you're less at risk. So that's why the credit score is so important. We know things happen, life happens, job happens, and sometimes the credit score is less than it, that you want it to be, but always be working on trying to make sure that your credit score is as good as you can make it. Now, there are no income limits with the FHA, but like I said, you want to make sure that you have enough funds to make that mortgage payment, and the mortgage payment is going to be your principal, your interest, your taxes, and your insurance. All that's going to be in that mortgage payment. And then if you have homeowners insurance, that'll be added into your mortgage payment. So I hope this helped a little bit about FHA, what it is, what it isn't. Because sometimes you hear bad things about, oh no, people don't want to take FHA, they have bad credit. Not so. It's just something that people say, but it is a good product. And if it can help you get the dream home that you're wanting to get, definitely I will go ahead and say FHA is a good program to get into. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave the questions below and I'll come back and check and answer it. And I'm going to go ahead and do a webinar on each loan product where you can come in and maybe you have some questions, or we can't be specific because there's more to it than just your credit score, how much your down payment and the closing cost. It's a lot to it, but at least we can unwrap it by asking questions and getting that knowledge. So this is FHA. I will be coming back at another time to work on talking about the conventional loans. So if you have any questions for that, be looking out for that video. Please please share this information. Please subscribe. So next time when I do videos, it'll pop up that I'm putting out new content. I hope this helps a little bit, and I hope that you're dreaming big and hoping to purchase your first home, if it's your first home, or your second home, or your third home, and making generational wealth. The security of having and purchase your own home, it can be a lot of work. But anything that's worth having sometimes is a lot of work, but it's worth it. All right. I love y'all, but God loves you so much more. I want to tell you, like I always like to say on my videos, tell someone you love them, give someone a hug, encourage someone, smile at someone, shake someone's hand, and just let them know that everything is going to be all right. It may be a little thing for you, but it might mean the world to someone. All right. Y'all take care. Bye. Remember to subscribe and like.